And the first thing I want to do is locate my line of action. Okay, so a lot of beginning students just draw their line wherever, but I like to take a hard look at it. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing here is I'm going to look at my reference point, and to me it looks like if I went straight across to the left, that line of action is about halfway between my reference point and my border. So I'm going to divide that space in half, about right there, and I'll put a little mark there, just like that. Okay. What about the top of it? Where does it touch? It doesn't touch in the middle. It's somewhere pushed over here to the left, like that. Now try not to be one of those people so entertained by my demonstration that you forget to draw by yourself. Okay, you have to draw, you can't just watch. Okay, now down here I'm going to make a judgment, and I'm going to put a mark about right here. Okay, so instead of rushing through and drawing that line of action wherever, I take a careful look. And so I'm going to go ahead and sketch that in now. Sometimes I might give advice about how I hold my pencil, but I'm not going to be one of those art teachers who's going to make you hold your pencil a certain way. When I sketch, you may notice I'm holding my pencil way back here near the end, okay, instead of like this, like I'm writing my name. I don't do that when I sketch. I'll hold it back here like this. It makes it easier for me to sketch. I can get my whole arm moving. It makes it faster for me to sketch. But I'm not going to be the teacher who's going to come by your desk, lean over you, and tell you to hold your pencil a certain way. You have to hold your pencil in the way that makes you comfortable. I can give you some advice, but I'm not going to make it. Okay, so that's my line of action. So I kind of want my character to kind of follow this line. Okay, next thing is head. Now if I check this real quick, and you can see me check, that it looks like the top of his head is just about lined up like this with the reference point. That's great to know. That's easy to know. So if I go like this, and I just go across to the left right here, this is giving me the top of his head. Okay, so I should get that exactly right. What about the bottom of his head? Now I probably said the word negative space 300 times in your Art 1 class. Okay, and I've said it so many times because it was so important. So what I'm looking for right now is how much distance is there between my border and the bottom of that oval. I'm ignoring his neck. I'm ignoring his collar. I don't care about that. I'm looking for the bottom of the oval. That's what I want to know. How far up my line of action does it go? Well, I think it's maybe here. Put a little mark there. Okay. At its closest point, how close is my head to my border? Over here. Let me show you this other trick. If I took my pencil and went up the side of the head with a vertical line like this, straight up, how far would that be from my reference point? Here. This is the space right here that I need to use for that oval. Okay? Now, it's common for students to draw that too small. Okay? But me, taking a look at 4 spots, top, bottom, left, right, I'm not going to make that mistake of making it too small. It'll be pretty much the right size. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sketch this in now. I like to draw at the beginning relatively quickly, relatively fast, relatively loose, with quick, light, messy type lines that I don't press hard on. My oval's not the right shape. I'm not going to waste time with my eraser at this moment. I'm going to keep on going around until it kind of becomes the right size. Okay. Now right here, this first shape is determining the success of your drawing. If it's too small or if it's too big, you will be frustrated. Okay? If it's just the right size, it'll come together nicely like a puzzle that all works out for you. Okay, let's keep going. Now I'm going to draw a center line that shows me where the center of his face is. It's over here, pushed over to the right side. So he's not looking straight at me, but his head is turned and this line helps me get that turn. Okay. Now, his eyes. There's a line right in here that represents his eyes. You see how it's curving? Whenever you draw a curving line on any type of circle or oval, it turns it into a 3D shape. So now this is looking to me more like a watermelon than an oval. Watermelon's 3D. That's cool. Okay. Alright, now what's the next thing I should work on? Usually I want to work on my big shapes first. And I think right about now would be a great time for a nose. I think that's a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to position this nose, checking where it's going to be. I think it's, maybe in here. It's going to stick out past his head, maybe this far, and it's going to be this close to my line of action. Okay, you see those 4 marks here? That's the size of it, okay? I like to know the size before I draw a shape. Okay, so if that's the size, it makes it easy. I don't need to really guess about it if I know its size at the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to put on this nose like this. Okay. Now that I feel okay about that nose, I'm going to draw in a cheek. Okay. I'm going to draw the first side of the cheek over here like this. It's going to go up, it's going to go out, it's going to go past the nose. It's going to come down and run into the bottom of his face. Okay, I want to check that. I don't want that line to be bent. I want a nice, gentle curve to it like that. Okay, now this is very important. The other cheek, on the other side, it continues downward, okay, in this type of arc. How close is it to my border? If I check my negative space, I need to be about there. Okay, so I kind of know where I need to be on that. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down with this nice gentle curve. Okay, and then I'm going to check, well, where does it end up? It touches my nose about here. Okay, so I'm going to draw this upward and over, creating this nice oval shape like that. Okay, now once I get kind of the big shapes in, I want to start doing the small ones, some of the details. Okay, now I see the line for the top of his mouth go like this. It comes off the bottom of the nose, it goes up and over, and then it stops right there. Okay, so I put that in. Now it gets a little confusing down in here, but you got to look hard and find the teeth. Okay, so I'm going to put that tooth shape right here. And I'm going to put it right here, and it's going to go just a little bit outside the cheek shape. And it's going to curve up like this. Okay, easy stuff. Check my line of action again, because I want his neck to kind of follow that angle. So maybe here, coming off the teeth down here like this. He's got a little collar. Now if my collar is ending up kind of down here right above my border, then things are really working out for me. I didn't end up shrinking my drawing, which sometimes happens. It's more common for a student to draw too small than to draw it too big. So now that I'm down here at the collar, I take a look. Did I get that right? Is it about the right distance from my border? Okay. Alright, rabbit's got to have ears. Now, what I want to do, even at the end of this little sketch, is I want to be super accurate. So, I ask myself this question. How close is the tip of the ear to my border? And I'm going to mark that with a line right here. Size compared to your border. Okay, now how far in does the tip of the ear go from the left side? I think it's about right here. and I'm going to put a little dot there. That's the tip of my ear. The tip of my ear has to land there. Okay, now I'm going to go back down to my head, and I'm going to sketch in the base of the ear. Okay, and I'm just going to put a little mark right here. Okay, now when I draw this ear, I'm going to reference my line of action to help me position it like this. Okay, so here's the bottom of my ear. I'm going to come up, hit the top of the head. I'm going to be to the left of the line of action, and I'm going to cross. Right of the line of action, coming up, and right towards that mark. Let your line of action help you. I crossed it 2 times on that ear. Crossed it here, and I crossed it there. Okay. Now when I sketch in this ear, I'm checking my negative space, about that close to my border. Want there to be a nice curve to my ear. Okay, good. Now, the second ear is a little more difficult to locate. Now, I've always noticed that students often at the end of the drawing, because they're bored, they get less accurate at the end. I don't want to get bored. I don't want to get tired at the end. I don't want to get too excited about moving on to the details. So I like to take my time. And even at the end, I want to look carefully. How far is the tip of the ear from my top border? How close is it to my side border? I think it's right there. I'll put a dot there. Tip of the ear, right there. Alright, now I'm going to draw towards that now. Okay, from the top of the head I'm going to come up, I'm going to sketch like this. Hold my pencil way back here so I can make this easy long line. Go right to that mark. Okay, let's finish it off. Now when I draw this ear, I'm checking my reference point. Am I the right distance away from it? Yeah, looks about right. Nice big curve, tip of the ear. Okay, now if you go to the store or like on Amazon.com, any bookstore that's selling books on how to draw stuff, you're going to see this method shown in pretty much every single one. Okay, so what I have here is a simplified version of my rabbits, and it's ready for the real fun, which would be those great details. So whether you are done or not with these simple shapes, I would like you please to take my half-sheet handout and pass it for me all the way across to the right, and I'll bring all of you these decals, which they do include those simple shapes as well. So if you're working a little more slowly, that's fine.